Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you so that you can be the blessing to the people the Lord has put in your life today. So the kids and I have been reading these books. They're called Christian heroes, and they're like biographies of missionaries in different time periods, and some are famous and some are less famous, but they're biographies. And we just finished up one on Eric Liddell, who was the focus of that movie from years ago called Chariots of Fire. And what has just struck me about reading all of these is that it's the same story, even though it's different people and they're living different lives. It's the same story as they walk their Christian walk. All of them feel called by God to be a missionary wherever it is, wherever they are in their life. And they feel like the Lord has asked them to do a task. They encounter some sort of insurmountable obstacle, and then they say to the Lord, well, I know you've called me to do this. This is the obstacle, and I trust that if this is what you are asking me to do, that you will help me overcome whatever it is that's standing in front of them. And they're really just referring to, this concept of the sovereignty of God, right? It is that God knows all things and that he is in charge of all things. And even in hard things, he's still in charge of them. And this really is my story. It's your story. I realize that, most of us listening to this, or me personally, I'm not in a concentration camp in World War II. I'm not facing the obstacles that these people were facing or that Eric Liddell was facing, but I've got obstacles in my life. God has put me where he's put me to do a job that he's put me to do. And as a Christian person, that job is to be a Christian person where he's put me. And I don't know where you're at, where he's put you. If he's put you in charge of a bunch of people at work, if he's put you on, in charge of your kids, if you are taking care of your elderly parents, if you are in high school and you're just a Christian person in high school and God's called you to be there too, whatever it is that he's called you to do, he's actually provided the means for you to do it. And I was just struck at how similar all Christian stories are. If you're a Christian person, it's the same old story, because what it says in Philippians 4:19 is actually true. And my God and our God will meet all of your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. What he calls you to do, he will equip you to do. And I pray that you would remember this as you go out or stay in today and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.